Zimbabwean youths are facing numerous challenges due to the economic meltdown facing the country. Here is what they had to say about their predicament.
I work with young people, and I've realized through my experiences with young people in Zimbabwe, I've realized that all the young people in Zimbabwe, they have got dreams, they have got vision, they want to achieve something. But the going has been so difficult for the past 10 years due to some economic problems in Zimbabwe. Their dreams are almost turning into a mirage, and they do not know what to do.
Recently, I was working at some local organization and they closed down after 3 months. So that's actually the situation in Zimbabwe at the moment, where you can't, even if you want to work, you can't really be in a place because half the time they're all closing down because of their own situations. And for me, I'm a single mother. I have a child who needs medical care and things like that. It's expensive to do it as an individual. For things like Medicare and basic general living. So there's no steady income. Try and make income by doing freelance graphic design work, but also that's a challenge at the moment because organizations, though there's a lot of work to be done, there is no finances coming through. So you tend to do a lot of work that you don't actually get paid for. And you try do what everyone else does, buying and selling, and still creates the same problem where you have stuff and people do buy, but it's not sustainable.
In my mentorship programs that I've come across for youth, and I've been doing this for the past 5 or so years, the major challenge that I would have to actually say that I've come across is that the youth lack direction. As much as we might say that they don't have the financial backing to actually do most of the things that they want to do in terms of projects or self-upliftment, etc., they really don't have the know-how or actually places where they can get the resources or support from the organizations that claim to be supporting the youth. I would have to say that the major challenge that I've actually seen is they're disenchanted because they don't know what they can actually do with their talent. Let's say, for instance, a person has got a business idea. They won't know where to actually go to seek for funding. Well, technically, there are formal lines of funding, such as the banks and institutions and all, but they're not even willing to look at the youth's proposal solely because they're young.
Ine ndinonzi Wineti Gwanzura ndo zita rangu. Saka ndiri pano pamba panapa murume wangu ashaya. Ndakaona kushungurudzika kwevana kwakawanda kwaitwa ndikuti ndaone vana vangu vasikanawo. Saka vana vangu vaitamba nevana vakasiyana siyana vasikana vachishungurudzika vemuno mucommunity ndichitombovachengeta mboma vachitamba nevana vangu vadzingwa nevabereki, vamwe vaidzingwa nemastep mother, vamwe vaidzingwa naana babavo vasiri vavo.
My name is Dorothy Gwanzura. Ndakakurira pano, ndakabva kumukundi home, ndakawana panapa paina gogo ndo vakasvikonditambira vakandichengeta pano. Ine ndikasvika pano ndikatanga kuendeswa kuchikoro nagogo. Ndaendeswa kuchikoro nagogo ndo pandagumira form 4. Ndagumira form 4 ndakabuda hangu ne2 levels. Handina kwandikazorora mberi because gogo vakazoshaya mari yekuti ndienderere kupi ndienderere mberi.
Ndakaudzwa nagogo ndakaendera muchechi ndobva vandichengeta vandiendesa kuchikoro vandadzidzo primary kusvika grade 7 vandienda form 1 kusvika form 4 vandazosherwa mari yekunyora.
Ini ndinoitwa Cecilia Chibagidi, ndiri wemufakosi yedevelopment. Boka iri takaritanga muna 2013. Bumbiro redu ranga riri rekuti tisimudzire mayouth kunyanya muarea medu, nekuti mufakosi inzvimbo ine zvakawanda zviri kuitika kunyanya drug abuse nevasikana vari kuita musikanzwa vachiri vana vadiki. Tiri kuwanikwa tine vasikana vari kubatwa chibharo nekuti nzvimbo dzavari kutambira dzakaipa.
saka takaona kuti tikapota tichivaunganidza tichivaisa panzvimbo imwe chete vanotoko tichitaura navo tinovadzidzisa zveaids, tinovadzidzisa zvedrug abuse. So tinozoita matournament kuti tivabate, tinofanirwa toita matournament, mafootball tournaments kana kuti masoka sporting disciplines akasiyana siyana, voungana tovataurira ipapo.
MYD yakatibatsira kubva mustreet patairova madrugs tichiri vaburungu, tangomuka kusini tichingotsvaga mari yekungorova madrugs neburungu. Saka MYD yakatibatsira isusu yabva iri pamaskills ekuita ekusona sevakomana tichisona tichiita zvegarden.
Semayouth mucommunity medu takabhenefitawo mabhora patinoita matournaments, takawiniswa matrophies, t-shirts, and zvakatibatsira kuti tisapedza nguva yedu yakawanda tichiita zvisina basa mustreet.
At the moment, the economic situation in Zimbabwe is literally for dead. So it would be a lot of great help if there was assistance from somewhere, financial, for people to be able to, like me, to be able to at least do income generating projects that keep us being able to take care of our families and be able to survive as a whole at the end of the day and make something out of this life, because it's pretty much hard at the moment.
So for them to achieve their dreams, for them to realize their ambitions, for them to reach at the level that they want to reach, they need support. They need support in their education. They need employment. They need to at least have a vision that they believe in, that it is achievable. And with the current of state in Zimbabwe right now, things are proving difficult. So my message to the EU is, please revisit your stance towards Zimbabwe. Be able to provide the kind of support that all the young people need.
So I would recommend, if at all possible, we would actually need maybe an organization that takes these youths, starts molding them in terms of business management from a very, very early age, even if it can be incorporated into the school curricula, where instead of just having lessons pertaining HIV and AIDS, we have a lesson that pertains business management,